All right, beloved, welcome to part three. I'm going to try to keep these in a 5 minute, 6 minute duration time, just so you can. I want to keep your full attention. And again, these are not my words. Let's forget man and man's words. Let's go to the source. Now, in part two, we were reading from Matthew 24, Jesus, his own words, showing us where we are at certain points in end time Bible prophecy. And we left off at verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Matthew 24, verse 1, all the way through verse 8, is showing for the time before the beginning of tribulation and the Great Tribulation. So let's continue on with verse 9, because now we're going to talk about the tribulation period. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations. Not some nations, and some nations don't hate you, they love you, but all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And we are seeing this to a degree today. So we're not going to argue that point. And the love of many today, believe me, has waxed cold. But it's going to intensify, just as the birth pains have intensified from 2011 until today, 2013. The month of November 2013 is almost over with. And because iniquities shall abound, beginning at verse 12, the love of many shall wax cold, but he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. We're going to cover this again in a little greater detail, because some will apply this to, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved, as if you believe in the pre-tribulation rapture, as the end being when the rapture of the church takes place. This video is not about who's right, who's wrong, pre-trib, mid-trib, post-trib. And the post-trib believers believe this is meant for the end of tribulation. But let's continue on. Let's not stray away from the point we're getting to here, what we're trying to uncover on our journey. Verse 14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Now, we have not seen this yet. The end has certainly not come to where the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world. We know that there is an angel going to and fro, preaching the gospel. We're going to have the two witnesses come on the world stage. Now let's go to verse 15. When ye therefore shall see the abomination, all this is leading up to the point where there will be 3 days of darkness. All these things I'm reading to you now has to happen before we have the opening of the seventh seal and the 3 days of darkness. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. This has to happen first. Now, we have not seen this take place. This event has not happened, and this will happen before we have the biblical 3 days of darkness, where the moon no longer gives off her light and the sun is black like sackcloth for a period of 3 days. Now, say what you will, or who you want to believe. If you want to believe the Antichrist is Barack Obama, that's not what this video is about. The person who will be revealed, the Antichrist, has not stood in the holy place. Whether it be the rebuilding of the third temple, or the seat in the throne room of King David. Let Rome, the Vatican has, now they have a seat where King David, his throne is, where it's believed Yeshua broke bread with his disciples for the Last Supper. No one has sat on that seat yet. No one has stood in the holy place. This has not happened yet, and neither has verse 16. Then let them which be in Judea flee to the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. We have not seen this unfold yet. And woe unto them that are with child, and them that give suck in those days. But pray ye, let your flight be not in winter, neither on the Sabbath day. And I want to remind you, this is the words of our precious Messiah, our kinsman redeemer, Jesus. This is the words of Jesus, not my words. For then shall be great tribulation. Now, there shall be great tribulation after we see these things, such as what was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor ever shall be. Now he's talking about, Jesus is talking about a great tribulation, such as what was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor ever shall be. We have not seen these things yet. Before this great tribulation, we're going to have to see someone stand in the holy place, spoken of by Daniel the prophet. We're going to have to see the abomination nation of desolation. We're going to have to see the Antichrist on the world stage, sitting either on the throne in King David's tomb or in the rebuilt third temple. That has not happened. None of these events have not happened yet. And this is leading to what we're going to talk about, Revelation 8 and the seventh seal and the 3 days of darkness. Let's go to verse 22. And except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened. Then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. The Antichrist, the whole world will marvel at the beast. He will show signs and wonders and perform miracles. He will get those to take his mark in his right hand or in their forehead, and it very well could be a Verichip, an RFID microchip, but we have not got to that point yet. This has not happened. This all has to happen before 3 days of darkness, beloved, or before Revelation 8. Behold, I have told you before, wherefore it shall say unto you, wherefore if they rather say unto you, Behold, he is in the desert, go not forth. Behold, he is in the secret chambers, believe it not. For as lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Not a comet. This is the second coming. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered together. Now, immediately after the tribulation. You mean to tell me we have already been through the tribulation already? And we missed it? Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heavens be shaken. Now, many of you are deep in study. If you are a scholar, a theologian, we know that stars are angels when we read and understand the book of Revelation. Stars falling are a reference to fallen angels when Satan is cast down and the angels fall with him to our 3D earth. And then, after the 3 days of darkness, then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. All right, this is talking about the second coming. None of these things now that I just read you, the words of our Messiah, of Jesus, has happened. This all has to happen before the seventh seal is open, before the horsemen of the apocalypse ride, before we have 3 days of darkness. There is a series of events that have to unfold. We haven't even had the Gog-Magog war. We haven't had Ezekiel 38. There's just too many things that have to happen. Stay tuned, because I'm not finished, to part 4.